Good morning, my friends. This is KrebsCOHO here with another World of Tanks replay. This time we're going to be looking at the super rare tank, the M6A2E1. I was about to trip up on myself there because I can't really remember the numbers and letter orders of this tank. It just doesn't have the short names as the other tanks usually do, like the Tiger and the Louvre and the Panther, and well, I suppose that's just really the German tanks that have names of animals. But anyway, this is going to be the M6A2E1 that we're looking at today, going to be playing on the map Redshire with KrebsCOHO as the pilot of this tank, or rather the driver of this tank, since we're using tanks and not planes. So why am I doing this? It's because the last video that we did was actually of the super rare tank, the Pz II Ausf J, a very rare tank indeed, and so I wanted to actually show you guys another very rare tank. This one, and you'll see, it looks very, very strange indeed. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen this before. If you haven't much experience in World of Tanks, then you probably wouldn't have. If you have a lot, then maybe. My personal opinion is that me personally, I have not actually seen this tank before. Maybe I have seen it in a game, but I just didn't recognize it at the time. But this is a very rare tank indeed. The only way that you could have gotten this tank is one of these two instances. The first was if you actually played World of Tanks a long time ago and you pre-ordered the heavy package for World of Tanks. I believe that is the most expensive package that they had, the most expensive pre-order, and so you got this tank with it. The only other time that you could possibly have purchased this was actually a short time where they put this tank on sale in the World of Tanks gift shop, the store. And it was only for a very short time, mind you. I'm not exactly sure if that was in the US server, but it was in the EU server. And people were complaining like hell because of it. They were saying, no, this is a bad idea. We pre-ordered the game for a reason. We spent a lot of money on this game just so we could get this unique tank. And you know what? That's a fair enough point. But what is my opinion on it? Well, personally, I'm a collector of premium tanks. Yes, I'm a wallet warrior. Leave me alone before you start raging on me. I'm a collector of tanks, and so for me, it's a little bit frustrating to have a tank like this that is out of my grasp. I wish they would put it on sale just like once a year, like the Type 59. You know, some very rare occasion. Even if it's for a day, even if it's for just like 6 hours or even an hour, who cares? I'd buy it straight away. But it's unfortunate that they don't. I guess a lot of these people really wanted an exclusive tank specific to their pre-order. But I don't really understand. A lot of other games, when they have pre-order bonuses, you can buy them later on after the game's released. Battlefield 3, Sleeping Dogs, pretty much every game out there eventually sells their pre-order stuff again. So that's my personal opinion. But anyway, let's focus on this actual tank. This M6 is quite a powerful tank, should I say that? It's got a nice gun. If anything, let's actually take a look at it. And you can't really see it that well in the bushes here, but it's got a body similar to an M6. In fact, its hull is pretty much the M6, but it's slightly armored, heavier armored, and it's also got a turret similar to the T-29, putting it able to compete against other Tier 8 vehicles and such. However, let's talk about its actual armor. The front armor is quite misleading. The front armor on this tank is both the same on the turret and also the hull. So when you try to penetrate the turret, you're not going to have any luck trying to then penetrate the hull on the front. However, its side armor on the sides of the hull and the back are very, very weak, something at about 44 millimeters on those sides, and so it's going to be very easy to flank around it and get owned. One nifty thing to actually take a note of is, so even though you can't penetrate the frontal armor of the tank, it's very heavily armored. If you have premium ammo, if you have a higher tier vehicle, tier 9, tier 10, you probably do just fine on actually penetrating that. That's just in case if you're a lower tier vehicle and you see this for the first time, you're gonna have no chance trying to penetrate it from the front unless you try to use premium ammo, okay? And if you do, anyway guys, so I think if you might have noticed, let's just see him take a shot on Tiger P over here. He's just about to finish him off. He does very, very well, by the way. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these tanks on the list are color-coded. So if you see, KrebsCOHO is a green color. I have actually started using this one mod called the XVM mod. Maybe you guys have heard of it, maybe you haven't. But as you can see beside the names, it shows you the amount of not wins, but the amount of games that somebody has played, their efficiency rating and also their percentage win ratio, okay? So as you saw for KrebsCOHO there, he had 27,000 games. He had an efficiency rating of 1,430. And mind you, this is between 0 and 2,000. Yes, I have seen some people who are higher than 2,000, but it's meant to be between there, between 0 and 2,000. There's also his win ratio of 55%. That is spectacular. And notice how it color codes them. So purple is obviously the people with the best, like, epic scores. So if you have like 27,000 games, for example, that is a lot, much higher than above average games that people have. So you are labeled as purple. Me, personally, I have only 3,000 games, so I'm something like, yeah, I'm an orange color. I've got a green efficiency, so 1,370, and I've got about 54% wins at the moment, which isn't too bad. Come on, for 3,000 games, it's not too bad. Not too shabby. If you start getting to around 10,000 games and you're red, as in you have an efficiency rating of about 400, you gotta start wondering what you're doing and why you're playing this game. But yeah, he's doing good so far, KrebsCOHO. I'd highly recommend actually getting this mod. I don't know, I feel like I couldn't play the game without the mod. I mean, yes, obviously I would still play it if I didn't have the mod, but it definitely adds a layer to the combat of this game. So sometimes you'll see an enemy on the battlefield, and you'll be like, is he a good player? Is he a bad player? You'll quickly switch on between seeing his efficiency and his win ratios, and then you'll see, he's a bad player. I'm gonna have no trouble whatsoever. So you'll have no worries that he'll try to go for your weak spots. It also can show you like people who have stock tanks. I believe when there's a name with a star beside it. So you'll notice with some of these tanks, they'll have a star beside the name of the tank. And I believe that means that they're not the highest upgraded tank. And so that means, hey, you don't have to pay attention to what equipment they have, and it tells you automatically if they have the best weaponry and such already on it. Alright, so great mod. It definitely adds to making your games more successful. Also shows you a % chance of winning at the very top. 24% chance to win. That's not a good % chance to win at all. That means your opponent is definitely, your enemy team is rocking out some better players, and so it means you might have a harder time of actually winning this match. I know some people have their own opinions. If you used the XVM mod before, some people will say, I don't believe in the stats, I don't like it, and yeah, fair dues. If you don't believe it, then that's fair enough. But I just noticed in my games, probably 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10, I'm not sure if it's coincidence, but around 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 games, it actually does come true. So if it says, like, you know, you have a winning percentage of 75%, chances are you're going to win. If you have a losing percentage of about, I don't know, 20%, chances are you're going to lose. But sometimes you can turn that around as long as you play good. But yeah, it's a great mod. It's not like, you know, skins or anything. I know people are highly against skins, but XVM mod, I'm not sure. I think it's actually, I think it should be fine. If you guys start moaning about it, I'm gonna go crazy on you, because I love this mod. I don't want to give it up. But anyway, he's gone onto the top of the hill, and pretty much this entire game, KrebsCOHO here has stayed on top of the hill. Interesting position or idea to go for that. Usually I'm quite aggressive when I play on this map. I like going down south and crossing that river and just getting up frontal with the enemy. But fair enough, he's tried to stay on top of the hill. He was aiming for the cupola there of the Tiger II. No problem penetrating that and destroying him. That was a great shot, just getting on top of the cupola. He just needed one more shot. He only had about 200 HP left, and that is the Tiger II gone. One enemy who was being a bit too frontal on his territory, and so he said, get off of my turf, and there you go, he is out of his turf. So what is left on the enemy team? We can see that there's a T-34, there's also a French tank destroyer, got KV-1S, derp tank, and also Gorilla out on the enemy team. It doesn't really look like you gotta be that afraid of the Gorilla. He's got 1k games, 520 efficiency rating, which is really low, but then again, maybe it's just because he's got only 1,000 games. It's kind of hard to control your efficiency rating when you're in a low tier game, when anything can penetrate you, and you can penetrate anyone. Armor values aren't as apparent in lower tier games as they are in higher tier ones. Here we go, we got the ALC over here. ACMLE, rather. Taking one shot from the front, And this is exactly what he's trying to do. This is what KrebsCOHO is trying to do. Just focus his frontal armor at him with the high armor values on the hull and also the turret. And so I think this AC MLE is going to have a hard time of actually doing anything. And indeed, that's what happened. Just knocking out some tracks, just getting some modules down. That's about it. Not really taking him down a whole lot of health. That was the gorilla actually taking him down about a 200 or so HP there. Landing on top using those high explosive rounds. That's all you can really do against the frontal armor in this case. So T-34 and KV-1FS left, and also that artillery. Lucky for him, lucky for KrebsCOHO, he still got the gorilla on his team to provide him a little bit of support. Where the hell is he? He is in the K1 square. I could barely see him there. But maybe if we expand this map. Oh god, how do you expand the map? That's not how to expand it. Okay, I forget how to expand it. I thought I was just pressing M or something. No, M is to turn it off and on. There we go. That's how you do it. And so you can see the little square in the K1 sector. That's where the gorilla is hiding at the moment. T-34, what are you doing? You could have got a great chance of getting a shot off on this on KrebsCOHO over here and taking him down a lot of health, especially in the side armor. That would be great. Side armors are only about 44 millimeters. Just tiny, terrible. If you think about 44 millimeters, almost anything could penetrate you in this game, apart from some lower tiers. But smart guy trying to go for the cupola of the T-34. All he can see is the hull down position of the T-34, just only the turret exposed of the enemy tank. And so one of the weak points, of course, is to go for a cupola on pretty much every single tank, if all you can see is their turret. And so that's what he's trying to do at the moment. No success. No success. It seems like he had more success hitting the cupola of a faraway Tiger II than the T-34. Get in there, get in there. Oh yeah, another really interesting thing about the XVM mod, it shows you how much damage you've done. So if you look in the top left corner of the screen, you'll see hits. He's got 15 hits on enemies, and in total that has added up to 4,459 damage so far this round. The last shot that he did only 60 damage. See, there you go, and it's gone up. It's gone up. 4,762. That is a lot. He's already paid himself over 3 times. If he's got 1,500 HP as his maximum, that's already paid over 3 times, which is brilliant. That means he's doing a great job. He's got 4 kills racked in here, with that 24% win chance. Goes to show, I suppose, as long as you can make a difference. That's the gorilla down! What was the gorilla playing at? I don't think he was out of shells, was he? But he's gone. I guess he was trying to get up close and personal. You know, try to support his tanks. But I mean, if you're artillery, you might as well just keep your distance and fire from a faraway distance. Be safe. But okay. Oh, and here we go. The enemies are capturing the base. 75-76. Also, another great thing about XVM mod. I feel like I'm talking about this XVM mod this entire game rather than the tank itself. But anyway, it also shows you how many captures are in the box. So 1, and the time left. It also shows you with the amount of captures. So, for example, if you have 3 captures, obviously the time left will be a lot less than if it was just 1 capture. Oh no! 27 HP remaining for KrebsCOHO over here, with the T-34 hitting him in the ass. Can the gorilla save the day? Well, Kufel L11 in the chat is saying, RT, help, help! Try to do something. Try to hit the T-34. Well, I don't think he actually knows what a T-34 is, so it's all a matter of finding him. Where could he be? What do you do in a position like this when you've only got 27 HP? I think all you can do is try to scout for your artillery to save the match. With 50 seconds left and remaining, it's not a lot of time to be working with here. Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. Both these tanks, T-34 and him, and KrebsCOHO are both low on health. KrebsCOHO obviously being the lowest on health out of the 2. He's got only 27 to work with here. Where is he? Where art thou? Looks like the gorilla is going to be going in for a base cap. That's not going to be enough time. 22 seconds, definitely not enough time. Oh! There he is! There he is! No! Oh, missing a shot. Only hitting the turret. And there you go, T-34 shooting, but it was above him. And the hull exposed. 6 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, the gorilla got it! The gorilla got it! Oh my... Gideon. That is amazing. Last second before a draw. Gorilla actually finishing him off to get the victory. Wow. That is literally last second. Whoo! Play your cards right. And that is what happens. Great match to show off this super rare tank. The M6A2E1. And also a pretty decent game as well. I mean, he turned it around from what was meant to be a loss. And also very last second, stealing the victory right under their feet. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I plan on doing more rare tanks in the near future. And until next time, I will catch you all later.
Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.